the power goes out and you have no way to cook, what do? If you've got a pile of bricks laying around the house, I can help you. This is Jackie from Otherwise, and I teach mothers and others how to get dinner on the table quickly. Here's my pile of bricks, and I have some rabbit cage wire that I'm going to use. So make sure that your spot is cleared off. I've got grass, dead grass, and stuff laying around in my spot. And my bricks are not uniform, so I have to work with them a little bit. And find the flattest side to put up against the next one. And you want to make this U shape. So here's my piece of wire. I've already bent it to show where I need to cut it. You can use some sort of a grate. I got this out of my air fryer oven, but you can use something like this. Or just a piece of wire that you've got laying around in the yard. I happen to have some wire cutters, so I'm going to clip this off. So here's my wire, and it's not flat, so I'm just going to flatten it out with myself. And then we're going to stack our blocks up. Now, so where the bricks come together, I want to cover that up. We're going to put our fire on top of this wire. And make sure it's fitted together nicely, nice and tight, tight as you can get it. Now, the air will come through the bottom and get to the fire, and the chimney will draw the fire up. And this is actually the most efficient stove type you can use because it uses so very little fuel. If you're trying to cook with a gas grill or a propane stove, those things, well, they cost. But here I can use some straw, I can use some old pieces of wood, or I can use some sticks. And it doesn't matter if they're big or small, they'll work. They'll burn. So next, I'm going to continue my course around. Now this brick is broken, but it's together enough I can use it. And here, now this second time, I want to cover this over. I want it to be tight, so I want the flattest part of both bricks to come together. And this still leaves a space for us to put our fuel, our firewood or sticks or whatever we have. Now I'm just going to continue on around. With our bricks. Putting the flattest sides together. Making them nice and tight. see that my bricks are not solid. They're not the whole thing, but this is on the outside, so it won't matter. You just need a chimney in the middle. You just need a chimney in the middle to pull the fire and the smoke up. The rest I have are miscellaneous brick that don't match up. Let's see if we can do one more course. It's like playing Tetris. You fit the blocks together, nice and tight. So that's what we've got. And don't worry if your bricks are not perfect. These are not perfect, but in an emergency situation, you need to be able to make do. Adapt and overcome. So this is what we've got. So let's build a fire. So here I have a pile of sticks. I cleaned up my yard the other day, so I've just got some small sticks, and here's a piece of a tree limb that's fell. It was dead. And then I have some, this is from my crepe myrtle tree. I'm going to try to see if I can burn this. So I've got a small stick and some pieces. I've got some miscellaneous pieces of bark. This is my crepe myrtle bark. And I've got an old paper. And I'm going to go with my old standby rolled up paper. Tuck this down inside. And now we have fire coming out. So here I have my stainless steel pot and 2 cups of water. I'm going to put my lid on it because that's the most efficient way to boil water. These bricks are on the top are not even, so there's smoke coming out, and if I wanted to, I could move one to make a bigger space for the smoke. So that sort of gives me a grate, and I don't have to use one. Just these top bricks. But I made it so tall because I don't want to have to stoop down to cook. I want to be able to sit down on my chair and be able to reach my pot or whatever I'm doing really quickly. I'm going to add some more fuel to the fire. When you're in an emergency situation and you need to get dinner on the table, make a rocket stove. We're going to be talking about cooking with no power. So emergency situations, power grid goes out, whatever. If you're interested in that topic, subscribe to my channel and click the bell to be notified. And like this video. This is Jackie from Otherwise. And remember, dinner's at 6.